16 girls get pregnant. After one guy does this in the pool. It was the perfect summer evening. The sun had just set, music blasted from the speakers, and teenagers gathered around the large pool. This was the pool party of the year, hosted by one of the richest boys in town, and everyone wanted to be there. Some splashed around in the water, while others lounged by the edge with drinks in hand, soaking in the carefree atmosphere. No one had the slightest idea that this night was about to cause a massive uproar. A few weeks after the party, a troubling rumor began circulating among the teens. Several girls suddenly claimed they were pregnant, despite insisting they had never engaged in any sexual activity. At first, people laughed it off as a joke, but as more and more girls reported similar symptoms, the situation turned serious. Parents and teachers started asking questions, and even the teens themselves were baffled. How could something like this have happened? The news spread like wildfire. Social media exploded with wild theories. Was there something in the pool water? Had someone spiked it with a bizarre chemical? Or was this some rare, unexplained scientific phenomenon? While speculation ran rampant, logical explanations seemed non-existent. Soon, the chaos extended beyond the school. The entire town was in shock. Parents frantically called doctors. Concerned residents exchanged conspiracy theories, and even a local news station picked up the story, fueling the mystery. But while the adults searched desperately for answers, the teens were left with an even more pressing question. What the hell actually happened at that pool party? The news of the mysterious pregnancies spread faster than anyone could have imagined. What started as a few harmless rumors among students quickly became the talk of the entire town. Parents, teachers, and even doctors were baffled. How was it possible that 16 girls, all of whom had attended the same pool party, ended up pregnant, despite swearing they had never engaged in any sexual activity? Soon, the first conspiracy theories began to surface. Some claimed the pool water had been chemically altered, triggering an unexplainable reaction. Others were convinced it was a deliberate act, perhaps a prank gone wrong or even a bizarre experiment. Social media exploded with the wildest hypotheses. Was it a new kind of bacterial mutation, an unknown chemical substance, or was someone behind this playing a sick joke? Local news outlets picked up the story, interviewing doctors and biologists, but no one could offer a logical explanation. Scientists unanimously stated that pregnancy through mere water exposure was biologically impossible. But if that were true, then how had 16 girls become pregnant at the exact same time? There were no answers, only more and more questions. As parents tried to comfort their daughters, panic began to grip the town. Some demanded an investigation into the pool owner, while others speculated that someone had secretly introduced substances into the water. But the biggest mystery of all remained. If science couldn't explain it, then what the hell had actually happened at that pool party? The pressure on those involved kept growing. Parents demanded answers, teachers held emergency meetings, and the media continued to fuel speculation about the inexplicable phenomenon. Eventually, Dr. Martin Feldman, a renowned gynecologist and reproductive medicine expert, was assigned to investigate the medical aspects of the cases. The public eagerly awaited his explanation, while the affected girls and their families grew increasingly anxious. After conducting extensive tests and interviews with the teenagers, the results were conclusive. There was no such thing as a pool pregnancy. The idea that sperm could remain active in water and simultaneously fertilize multiple girls was utterly absurd. Instead, Dr. Feldman uncovered a much more logical, yet far more uncomfortable truth. Some of the teenagers had engaged in intimate encounters during the party, just not in the way everyone had assumed. The revelation led to awkward conversations and embarrassing confessions. Some had made up the story to avoid difficult questions, while others had gone along with it out of fear. But now the truth could no longer be denied. Parents had to accept that their children had secrets, and the teenagers had to take responsibility for their actions. As the town slowly came to terms with reality, one important lesson remained. Sometimes the biggest scandals are nothing more than a mix of fear, rumors, and a truth that no one wants to admit. After weeks of speculation, accusations, and absurd theories, the situation finally calmed down. The truth had caught up with the rumor, but the damage had already been done. The affected girls now had to face not only the consequences of their actions, but also the public scrutiny that their story had attracted. Parents, teachers, and friends realized just how quickly false information could spiral out of control, and how important it was to have open discussions about responsibility and education. The pool party became a modern legend, an example of the power of misinformation and the speed at which an absurd story could turn into truth. But for the teenagers, it was a valuable lesson. Rumors often spread louder than facts, but the truth will always come out in the end. In the future, they would think twice before believing and spreading stories. And so, in the end, the scandal became nothing more than an embarrassing summer tale, one they would later recall only with a sheepish smile. These pool party headlines are based on reports from Snopes. The moral of the story? Not everything that sounds spectacular is true. Critical thinking and thorough fact-checking are more important today than ever before. This story of the infamous pool party is a stark reminder of how quickly absurd rumors can spread and how difficult it is to restore the truth. In the end, there's a lesson to be learned. Not everything you hear is true, and not every story should be believed without question. Did this unbelievable story surprise you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think rumors can be more dangerous than the truth? Let us know. Give this video a thumbs up if you believe education is more important than speculation. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a thrilling story. Share this video with your friends, because sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching. See you next time.